My dear child, there's something important I need to share with you. It may confuse you at first, but I ask that you listen closely with your heart. What I'm about to share with you isn't meant to weaken your faith, rather, it's intended to open your eyes to a deeper truth. You've always believed that I control everything, every breath you take, every step you make, every heartbeat. You've trusted that nothing happens outside my will. But today, I want to tell you something that may challenge your understanding. You may wonder, Lord, what do you mean? If you are God, how can you lack control? Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a dark, painful moment and felt as if I had stepped away? Have you ever cried out for help, only to hear silence? Have you ever faced a struggle so intense that you wondered if I had abandoned you? Listen carefully, my beloved child. What I'm telling you isn't intended to shake you, but to prepare you. There is more to my ways than you can see right now. My purpose is greater than you can comprehend. You see, my thoughts are not your thoughts. The way I move, act, and allow things to unfold are beyond human comprehension. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, says the Lord, Isaiah 55 verse 8. What may feel like absence is not abandonment. What seems like silence is not me ignoring you. I am working in ways you cannot yet comprehend. Trust me, even when it's difficult to understand, because I'm leading you to something bigger than you can imagine. I know you have deep questions in your heart. Perhaps you are wondering, if you are God, why have you given up control? Who is in charge now? Who holds the power over my life? My child, I knew these questions would come. I heard them before you ever said them, and now I'll respond. I have placed you in the hands of the divine souls who are right now watching over you. Don't be afraid of them, they're not your enemies. They are not here to harm you. They have been sent to guide, test, and prepare you for what lies ahead. You are not abandoned, you are entrusted. This isn't because you did anything wrong. Do not let doubt tell you lies. This is not a punishment for past mistakes, rather, it is preparation. The journey ahead requires strength you don't yet have. It requires faith that will be forged in fire. But know this, the process won't be easy. You'll look around and wonder why this feels like punishment. Why do I have to go through this pain, confusion, and silence? My child, I hear your cries, but you must understand that what appears to be suffering is actually shaping your future. What might seem like loss is actually the building of something new. You are being built up, not torn down. I'm not punishing you, I'm positioning you. Just as a loving father corrects his child to help them grow, I am also refining you. For the Lord disciplines the one he loves, and chastises every son whom he receives. Hebrews 12 verse 6. Trust me, even when it hurts, because what I'm doing right now will one day be your testimony. The strength and faith that will emerge from this season will propel you forward into your destiny. Though it may appear difficult, know that I am with you every step of the way. I am not far away, I am transforming you into the person you were always meant to be. Stay strong and believe in the process. What lies ahead of you is worth everything you're going through now. Keep moving forward, and remember that I am always with you. My child, the days ahead may seem unfamiliar. You will face trials that test your heart, silences that seem to crush your spirit, and moments that shake the very foundation of your faith. There will be occasions when nothing makes sense. When you pray, it may seem like your words vanish into thin air, unanswered. You may exclaim, "God, where are you? Did you leave me?" But listen carefully, my child, I am closer to you than ever before. You may not see me, but I am right here, walking alongside you through it all. You may wonder, why must I go through such hardship? Why must I face the fire, the uncertainty, and the pain? Let me explain why, my beloved, I am refining you. Think about gold, my child. Gold does not shine until it has passed through fire. A sword only becomes strong after it has been forged in the heat. A clay vessel cannot be used unless it has been shaped and molded. So, my child, you must be tested, molded, and ready for what awaits you. This is why I've brought people into your life who understand the gravity of your calling. They will help shape you into the greatness I have planned for you. You may feel as if you have lost control, but you have not. You are in the hands of those who will guide you. Do you remember the story about Joseph? He was betrayed, abandoned, forced into slavery, and imprisoned. It appeared that I had forgotten about him, didn't it? But my child's difficulties were not setbacks. It was a step towards his destiny. Every struggle he faced was preparing him for greatness. He needed to be tested before he could be trusted with the responsibility of his future, and so should you. The pain you are experiencing now is not intended to destroy you. It's intended to transform you. What seems like breaking is actually the process of refining. What feels like loss is actually preparation. The blessing I have for you cannot be bestowed upon you just yet. You must be sharpened. You must be stretched. You must be strengthened. So don't be afraid of the fire, my child. Do not resist the process. Don't be afraid, my child. I see the heavy weight you carry. I understand the exhaustion that fills your soul. There are times when you feel too weak to keep going, when the burden appears too heavy to bear. But hear me clearly, this season will not last forever. This hardship will pass. The fire you are going through is not intended to burn you, but rather to refine you. The blessing I've prepared for you is wonderful, but it requires preparation. I will not allow you to receive it until you are ready. You must be strong enough to bear what is coming, so trust the process, even if it does not make sense. Don't resist what I'm doing, or you may delay the breakthrough that is already written for you. Think about the butterfly, my child. Have you ever seen it struggle to break out of its cocoon? If you cut it open too soon, it will never fly. Its struggle is not a curse, but rather a preparation. The very battle it faces fortifies its wings. So it is with you. If you try to leave this season too soon, you will not be ready for what comes next. Don't rush the process. Don't be afraid to wait. You don't need to see the entire picture right now, simply trust me enough to take the next step. For we walk by faith and not by sight, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 7. Hold on tight, because you will soon soar. But before you take another step, there's one final truth you must understand, and it's crucial. What happens next will not be determined by the circumstances or trials ahead. It will depend on how you respond to them. This, more than anything, will decide whether you rise into the blessing I have prepared for you or fall away from it. I won't force you to move forward. I will not drag you into your destiny against your will. I am waiting to see what you will choose. Will you trust me when the silence is loud and the road ahead appears uncertain? Will you keep my promises when times are tough, even when it feels like I've let go? Will you turn away, believing the lie that I abandoned you? Your decision, my child, will determine your future. Believe in me, and you will see the blessing unfold. Keep your faith, even when it seems impossible. You're closer than you realize. I have sent my divine ones to accompany you, my child. They will guide, protect, and prepare you for what lies ahead. But listen carefully, I will never force you. I will not override your wishes. If you resist, you'll remain where you are. If you surrender and trust me, you will receive everything I have promised you. The choice is yours. So stay strong, my child. Continue forward, no matter how difficult it feels. The struggle is far less than the reward. The blessing is closer than you realize. Be strong and courageous. Don't be afraid or terrified of what's in front of you, because the Lord your God is with you. He will never leave or forsake you. Deuteronomy 31 verse 6. The days of preparation have started. Will you trust me, my child? Hear this, you are deserving of the wonderful things that are coming your way. You are not created for suffering, continuous struggle, or an empty life. You were created to be joyful. You were designed for abundance. You were created to walk in the abundance of my blessings. And I tell you this today, every blessing that comes your way is yours, not by chance or luck, but because I have planned it for you. I've seen your tears and witnessed your sacrifice. I haven't forgotten you. Your decision to invest in yourself, to grow, to heal, and to become the person I created you to be was not in vain. That was the best decision you could have made. You chose to rise when life attempted to keep you down. You chose to believe in the future I had planned for you, even though you couldn't see it. Because of that, my child, you are stepping into a season of significant change. Everything is about to shift. The doors you've been waiting for are opening wide. The blessings I've set aside for you are finally within reach. So move forward with confidence. You deserve every good thing that comes your way. Believe in me, my child, and know that everything I have planned for you is already on its way. Keep believing. Continue moving forward. Your blessings are nearby. At the end of the day, my child, life is not measured by the things you own, the titles you hold, or the praise you receive from others. Love is the measure of one's life. It's about the time you spend with the people who truly matter, the ones who make your heart smile and bring you happiness. The people who lift you up and remind you that you are never alone. Life is about doing what ignites your soul, chasing the dreams I placed within you. Those dreams were not random, they were meant to be pursued, lived, and fulfilled. When you walk in your purpose and pursue the passions I've given you, you don't just exist, you thrive. But, most importantly, life is about learning to love yourself as much as I love you. It's about seeing yourself through my eyes and accepting every aspect of who you are. It's about developing into the person I've always wanted you to be. When you live your life in love, everything changes. Your days are meaningful, your journey is beautiful, and your soul is full of happiness. Love gives meaning to your life. Love transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary ones. It's what makes life worthwhile. It is what distinguishes your journey and gives your life eternal meaning. So remember, my child, that life isn't about what you have or how others perceive you. It's all about love, love for others, love for yourself, and my love for you. Keep walking in love, and your life will be full of purpose. I see the weight you're carrying, my child. I know the battles within your mind, the worries that weigh on your heart, and the moments when everything feels too much. Right now, it may appear that chaos is all around you, as if the waves of life are rising higher and ready to pull you under. But hear me clearly, do not be afraid. Breathe. Be still. Not every battle requires your reaction, and not every storm is designed to break you. Some storms come only to clear the way ahead. Do not assume the worst. Do not allow fear to tell you the ending before the story is complete. I'm still writing your story. I'm still working behind the scenes. I'm still answering your prayers. There is no need to fight for control over what you cannot change. Focus on what you can do and leave the rest to me. You're not alone in this. Let the storm pass. Allow the winds to calm down, and when the time is right, you will look up and see the beautiful path I have prepared for you. Your prayers have not been forgotten, they are being answered right now. Believe me, my child, the rainbow is already forming, hidden behind the clouds. Listen carefully, the past is finished. The pain that haunted you, the regrets that whispered lies into your ears, the heavy burdens you carried for far too long, they no longer have power over you. I'm breaking every chain that has held you back. I am lifting the weight that has crushed your spirit. I'm drowning out every voice that tried to tell you that you're not enough. The guilt is gone. The shame has been erased. The condemnation has no claim on you. Could you see it? I'm making everything new. This isn't just another day, it's a divine reset. The things that once held you back, the fears that kept you small, the walls that seemed impossible to cross, those barriers are falling down right now. You are entering a new season of breakthrough. You are entering new levels of victory, favor, and glory. What was intended to destroy you has instead prepared you. What tried to break you has only made you stronger. Now, rise, my child. Move forward, head held high. Your past does not define who you are today. Your future awaits you, and I will be with you every step of the way. You are not what you have been through. You are who I've created you to be. Keep moving forward with confidence, the best is yet to come.